on the gas pipe you suspected the man of tampering with and wait. If Mr. Shakespeare was innocent, nothing would come of that, what you'd done. But if he was guilty, he would pay for his crimes dearly. Wow. I found out the name of the man I suspected, William Shakespeare. And then I wrote him this little note. I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. If he'd done it, I knew that would worry him enough so he'd be sure to go. So I waited to see if it worked. And of course, Mr. Shakespeare followed the instructions to the letter. I worked out where the gas pipe was straight away. So I smeared a good amount of the poison I bought all around the mouth of the pipe, all the time praying that the devil's work wouldn't be done and that it was all just some wild fantasy. Actually, no. All the time praying that the devil's work would be done and that the culprit would get his just desserts. His just desserts. Deserts! Oh my god, just deserts. Dessert is dessert. Dessert is sweet. Aww. Poor her. I would do the same. I mean, that was my fiance and he's so freaking pure. Wait, what? Error? Is it back? 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 Now it's back, right? It's back, right? Is it? Is it back now? I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. The stream cut off again. Oh, I hate this. Okay. Okay, what's wrong? Is it back? Let me know if it's back. Oh no. Oh no, it's not back. I don't see it. Oh, it's back! Ah, it's back! Oh no! Okay. Okay, I think it's back. Yeah, the stream is back. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh my god. I don't know what happened. I think it's a connection, probably. 3 days ago, when you were first stood in a dock before me, this whole affair seemed relatively straightforward. Yes, my lord. I certainly never imagined the depth of depravity that we should subsequently find lurking behind the scenes. It has been a long road, my Japanese friend. Oh, yes! And one I certainly didn't envisage walking with you. Oh no. Okay, I really think I can't see my chat at all. Okay. Nevertheless, together we have reached a light at the end of the tunnel, as it were. Miss Green. Yes, my lord. You will henceforth be stripped of your freedom. As punishment for the attempted murder of Mr. William Shakespeare. Yes, I know. And you, Mr. Shakespeare, you'll be tried for the murder of Mr. Duncan Ross in cold blood, and the subsequent attempted murder of Mr. Soseki Natsume here present. No. Mr. Naruhodo? Yes? Yesterday, at the hospital, when you and your friend stopped me from ending your life by drinking what was left in the bottle, in the poison bottle? It wasn't myself. I can't even really remember what was going through my mind. To be or not to be, I suppose. That's the question that's so hard to answer, it seems. Well, personally, I'm glad of your being here. Oh! And I'd like to believe that is a blessing Mr. Shakespeare didn't die when he ingested the poison. For your sake, at the very least. Because of you, I chose life, not death. And now, you've made the truth come out at least. Really, I can't thank you enough. Oh, Miss Green. Mr. Soseki Natsume. Yes, my lord. For some reason, I can't open up my chat. Yeah, I'm sure it's my internet. Test. Yeah, it's good now. Is it softer than YouTube? Maybe. But I never changed my settings, so I wonder why. Yes, my lord. The court declares that you are exonerated from all blame in this matter. Accordingly, I will call upon the ladies and gentlemen of the jury to present a verdict of not guilty. We're in full agreement, my lord. In that case, I hereby declare the defendant. I was about to finish too, and the stream got cut off. I hate it. Court is adjourned. February 3:24 p.m. The Old Bailey, defendant's antechamber. Oh, yes, at last. Divine justice duly done! Divine justice? My dear fellow, if there were any divine justice in this world, you would have shaved that mustache. That mustache. No, this has something to do with my mustache! Some say that's a luxuriant mustache is a sign of physical prowess, Mr. Sherman. Welcome soon, Mr. Naruto Esquire, once again. You've saved me from doom! I'm very happy to be able to help, Sir. Congratulations on your acquittal, your second in almost as many days. I was first acquainted with and gained affection for English literature while in our great homeland empire. And then, by a twist of fate, I was brought to the land that bore the fruit of that literature. Only, the city of bricks and mortar became my prison. Try as I might, I never found my feet there. In the end, I confined myself to my room and lived life through friendly old books. You've had such a difficult time, haven't you? But a week ago now, I dragged you out of that dark, dingy room of yours, did I not? You did. And I've seen more of life this week than in all my years to date. And for the first time, I feel I've begun to see the true face of English that's so far hiding from me behind the wall of fog. My dear fellow, there is none special about the true face of English as you put it. Wheresoever one goes in the world, humans are human. There are few genuine differences. Yes, I think you're right. I finally started to see that, and I've come to understand something. I've worked out why I was attracted to English literature in the first place. It made me see that whatever our nationality, we humans all have the same hopes and fears. We're all just doing our best to live. Well said. I've come to feel the same way. Hey. I'm so tired. Hello, welcome! Welcome. I'll listen while I'm working. Okay, sure. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. I've made a decision too. I'm going to cut short my study tour and return to Japan. What? Just when we become friends here in England, what a terrible change. Oh, I know. That does tug at my heartstrings, it really does. But I've decided I'd like to take everything I've learned here in Britain and write some on my own. A novel of sorts, I suppose. Oh my, so you'll be creating your own literature, Mr. Natsume. How wonderful. Oh, well, no, I mean, I wouldn't presume to call it literature. Why not? When that is precisely the definition, Mr. Massage. I suppose you're right, yes, it will, in a way, be literature. But as of now, all I know is that I'd like to try my hand at writing. I have no delusions of grandeur. I, for one, would love to read your work. Well, all things considered, it may be for the best. After all, you have once again emerged victorious. From a battle with the Reaper. Ah! That's very true. And there is no salvation for a person in a dock when the Reaper is a prosecutor. A desire to return post-haste to the perceived safety of your homeland is one I quite understand. My goodness, yes! Faced with such a terrifying prospect. Nobody would consider that cowardly, I'm quite sure. But that's not why I'm leaving, I mean it! And that was the case that we found ourselves embroiled in 6 months ago. So Seki-san did indeed return to Japan and submitted a report about both cases to the government. It was on reading that report that Professor Mikotoba was prompted to visit the school. And barely any time later, Susato-san was given the news that she must return to Japan as well. On the back of a telegram stating falsely that her father had fallen gravely ill. Yeah. The only possible explanation that comes to mind is what happened after the trial on the following day. The day that we uncovered the loot hidden by the now deceased convict in his former lodgings. Yeah, I was about to ask for that. February 10:13 a.m. Mr. Natsume's room. Oh, well done, Mr. Sholmes. How simply marvelous of you. To uncover the secret hiding place in just one day. Wasn't it supposed to take 30 minutes? As I believe I told you, my dear fellow, skin prints are extremely useful in such situations. Wouldn't you agree, Gregson? Nope. He does not agree. Gregsy's been happily munching in agreement this whole time, you know, Hurley. Happily? I think perhaps humorlessly might be closer to the truth. Oh? So, it transpires the man fashioned a hiding place in the ceiling. And what's in it? What exactly is the loot? Let us look then. If you're ready, let's examine this late burglar's hall. What is that? Oh shit. It looks to be some sort of neckband or collar. Or are you saying it's a dog? A collar? It's huge though. Look at all the gemstones set in it. I can see why it was claimed to be worth 1,000 pounds. Perhaps I could have it as a belt. Oh, have you noticed the inside there? On the inside there's some dark stains. You don't think it could be blood, do you? I mean, there's quite a lot of it. On second thoughts, perhaps I won't have it as a belt. Then, of course, there's this emblem here. A large letter B and a small crown. It's a B, I see. It's so hard to read such cursive writing, cursive font. What does it signify, do you think? Oh, I hadn't noticed that. I feel as though I've seen that emblem somewhere before, you know. Where could it have been? That's enough of that, I think. What? What's the matter with Mr. Schultz? All the color is drained from his face. Well, Inspector, I believe you ought to be taking this, aren't you? It could be valuable evidence after all. It must be kept safely under lock and key. Yes. Get your grumbly hands off that, you lot, and hand it over now. I've never seen a collar that large before. And all those jewels certainly look to be extremely valuable. But that's not what stood out the most to me, at least not the ones I've noticed. Those dark marks on the inside of the collar, those stains, could they really have been blood? Well, that was a funny case, wasn't it? But it's all buttoned up now, and you look very pleased, Iris. I am, because I was starting to wonder what I could use as a basis of this month's story in the magazine. But this case would be perfect. It's been so fascinating. We're talking about the latest installment of the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, I presume. The mystery of the knife in the mist, and the mustached man and the convict's curse, perhaps. You could make it a 2-part story. Oh, I can't wait! please, Iris? Yes? What is it, Hurley? I'm sorry, but you can't write about this case. It's out of the question. What? Why not? It's a great case. Then I shall have to insist that you limit yourself to the first of your two titles. The second must never be written. Is that clear? Yes.
And so it was that the second of Souseki-san's cases became buried in obscurity. Now, looking back, I feel I understand. I can see why Mr. Sholmes forbade Iris from publishing the story. It would take a little longer before I saw the link between everything that had happened and would happen. For it wasn't until 2 months after the arrival of Susato-san's letter that events began to unfurl again, with an incident that took place at the very heart of the eagerly awaited Great Exhibition of London.
Okay. Wow, okay. That was intense. It hits me every time when Sholmes does that. When Sholmes is like, you know, being serious and everything. It always hits me. Oh, redeem point error? What did you redeem? Oh! Vigon, thank you so much! Thank you, thank you! Oh well. It's okay, I see it. I saw you redeem the point. I'm sorry, I think it's because of my internet that the link is cut between the real connection and what it's about, you know? Like, but nevertheless, thank you so much, Vikong, for coming. Thank you. I think I'm gonna start the next chapter just a little bit and before we leave for today. But yeah, Vikong, thank you so much for coming. Mwah! I love you. You always wake up so early. I wonder why. Because I'm not an early bird person, so yeah. Ooh. Wait a minute. There are 3 left. Okay. Episode 3, The Return of the Great Departed Soul. But yeah, Vikong, thank you so much for coming. Thank you. I'm sorry the point redemption is getting an error. Okay. I do not work now. Yeah, that's exactly my point.
The grand end of the century Great Exhibition of London. Surely there is not a soul who has failed to hear of it. Wondrous new works of culture and industry from every corner of the globe had converged on Hyde Park, welcoming over 50 million visitors. The last great hurrah of this century. Astonished and delighted people of all nations, and ended on a note of resounding success. But as regards to the terrible catastrophe that occurred during the festivities, very few are aware my friend Mr. Herlock Sholmes had a hand in unraveling the matter. For from the shadows, it was he who earnestly unearthed the facts of the case. And like the centerpiece of the great exhibition, which rose high into the skies of Hyde Park, Sholmes's brilliant deductions, as clear and lofty as the crystal tower itself, brought the truth to light.
at the showground of the Great Exhibition, which is absolutely packed with people. The weather is unusually fine, and we're about to witness a most extraordinary scientific experiment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 20th century will see steam engines and electrical power dominate the world. Horse-drawn carts will give way to the motor car. Ships will sprout wings and take to the skies. And today, we showcase even more advanced technology, a glimpse into the future. A world first, a demonstration of my super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine! A man will literally be disassembled by a pulse of high voltage electricity and beamed to another location. Whereupon his body will be reassembled by a series of complex calculations exactly as it was before.
Oh no. Looks like he's gonna be the victim.
In but a few moments from now, these gentlemen will, in the blink of an eye, complete an incredible journey through the air. To arrive an instant later on the Crystal Tower behind you!
This one, yes! Woo! Yes! No! Please! That's not what I wanted! Oh no. October 9:36 a.m. Shome Suite. Bruno, are you listening? Sorry. Oh, what was that, Iris? Wait, something is happening in my chat, right? Let me see. Oh, hello! Welcome! What's the matter with you? You've been miles away all morning. Did you like what I cooked for breakfast? No, that's not it at all. What were we talking about again? Today's paper is full of news about the Great Exhibition again. Yes, the Great Exhibition. I'd like to go sometime. You're really not your usual self today. You seem very down. Don't you agree, Hurley? Oh. Did you say something, Iris? Oh gosh, you're even more down. Wow! When did you arrive, Mr. Naruhodo? I've been here about half an hour already. We had breakfast together. What? Why didn't you mention it before? I thought you might have known I was here, because breakfast? Iris is quite right. You're clearly lacking in vim. So much that I didn't notice your presence. Thanks. Of course, I could deduce the reason perfectly well with some simple observations. What? Let's see. Yes, for example, your tousled hair this morning with all its unruly spots. clearly can be deduced therefore that, let me stop you there, Mr. Jones, because I think I can see where this is going. My hair always looks like this. It always has. Ever since we first met, in fact. Oh, really? How interesting. It just doesn't look like a haircut as such. Ah ha 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 ha! Thanks again. It crossed my mind recently that it's been 6 months now. 6 months? Since I was forbidden from working in court. So I've been wondering how much longer I'm going to be banned. Oh, well, that'll explain why you seem rather gloomy. Don't you agree, Hurley? What the heck? Hmm? Did you say something, Iris? Back to moping. What's the matter with Mr. Sholmes today? He seems even more down in the dumps than me. I know, and the great exhibition is open. You think he'd be excited? Oh, why don't we all go see it together? I want to, of course I do, but I can't. Not for the time being. Why not? Why not? Why not? Because I'm a great detective after all. So you're embroiled in some tricky case and you can't be distracted for it? Is that it? I don't remember hearing that you're working on a case, Hurley. I suppose I should try to find out what's going on. Yep. Event 6 months ago. Half a year ago now. I took on the defense of a young girl in a trial heard at the Old Bailey. What at first seemed like a simple case of murder that took place at London pawnbrokery turned out to be one part of a much more far-reaching plot that involved the British government. During the course of the trial, it was found that I made an unavoidable yet at the same time unforgivable mistake. Words fail me. The situation is utterly deplorable. Mr. Naruto? Yes, my lord. I will decide upon your fate following the conclusion of this trial. Of course, my lord. In the end, I had my right to represent the people in court revoked. I was told I had to spend my time in research and study, so that's what I've been doing. You have, haven't you, Luna? Reading all those big, fat tomes about British law up in your room and that notes about Sholmes' old cases. Brewing Iris's special blends of tea, fetching my daily bread for me. You've become some of a manservant around here, starred on a silverware nets, Master Naruto. Well, I'm thinking of going to ask that the powers that be to reconsider. Specifically, Lord Strongheart and the British Supreme Court on Whitehall. Lord Strongheart? The delightful Lord Chief Justice? Not my favorite fellow. He's not mine either, but he's a man I have to talk to. He is the only one who can grant permission for me to start working in the courts again. I came to Britain to become the best lawyer I could, and I can't do that just sitting around here. Oh, so he got revoked because of the British girl. Yeah. The Great Exhibition. The whole London has been swept up in this great exhibition, hasn't it? The most advanced science, the most modern... Oh, no, wait. That was in Japan. No. What was that case again? The one that he was like... The judge said that he has a right to revoke. Like, we made a very serious accusation. The most advanced science and most modern technology, the finest works of art and feats of engineering. For the next 6 months, our capital will be showcasing these things, and the world will be watching. Oh, do you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to look down on London from one of those lovely balloons. Look down on? Do you mean those things fly? Yes, of course! They fly high in the sky and don't even need wings to do it. All you need is hot air. But how? How does hot air have anything to do with flying? It makes no sense. I can't understand it at all. That's true of a lot of new scientific discoveries. Most people can't understand it at first. But in 100 years' time, all these things will just be common knowledge. I suppose it might be. Mind you, some of the evidence being demonstrated seems very questionable. Wait, I haven't ordered my food. Let me order my food. What should I be eating? Mind you, very questionable. I wonder... What should I eat? What should I eat? Oh, should I have some gravy? Some noodles with gravy? Or chicken rice? Or okay, I'll just do this. Okay, I'll do this. Should I do this? Should I get fried rice, I suppose? Yeah, fried rice. Okay, I'll get fried rice. Okay, I'm getting fried rice. Let's go. Okay, woo! Okay, let me send it to my dormsmates so they can pick it up for me. Okay, some went wrong on the open experimentation stage yesterday. Apparently, there was a huge explosion. Still, I wish I'd seen it though. I'd love to see how bad some of these scam experiments really are, says the innocent 10-year-old girl. Well, someone died, right? See here, every page of this paper carries some articles about or other about the greatest mission. But the brighter things shine, the darker shadows that are cast behind them. Personally, I find myself drawn to the darkness, to the impenetrable. That is my proper atmosphere. The Great Exhibition newspaper has been into what? Really? A newspaper containing various articles about the world-leading science and technology on show at the Great Exhibition being held in London. Shadows cast behind. Is that a metaphorical way of referring to the back page of the paper? Let's see. Every article on the front page is news about the Great Exhibition. Public experiments to demonstrate brand new scientific ideas, cultural exhibits from around the globe. It's all so positive and hopeful about the coming century. We must all go see it properly before too long. Okay. The Reaper, Lord Van Seeks and compatriot Connor. So many glowing reports about the Great Exhibition and everything that's going on here. Other than this rather gloomy looking one, that is. Wait, what? What's the matter, Uno? The Reaper attacked? That's Lord Van Seeks! This must be what Mr. Sholmes was talking about. Does he know any more, I wonder? Okay, the Reaper attacked. It says in the paper that Lord Van Seeks was attacked. That's terrible. You know the legend of the Reaper of the Bailey, of course, don't you? Only too well, in fact. Yes, Prosecutor Baroque Van Seeks. They say that if the Reaper is a prosecutor in a case, there's no salvation for whoever is in the dock. Even if the defendant is found not guilty, once the Reaper is someone in his sights, one way or another, that person's time left on the earth will be short. Poor him. I mean, he doesn't do anything. London's finest rogues always find ways around the law. They'll stop at nothing to secure an acquittal at trial. Falsifying evidence, paying sham witnesses, threatening jurors, bribing judges. But even such devious tactics as these cannot save them from the hand of the Reaper. As you've experienced yourself, haven't you, Mr. Naruto? Yes, I've seen the Reaper's retribution at work. Many of these criminal rogues are reckless and quite unafraid to die. If a leader among their fraternity is seen to have been taken by the Reaper, retaliation like this does occur. Really, the capital has a never-ending supply of such scoundrels. So, do you mean Lord Van Seeks has been attacked like this before? This isn't the first time? He's quite an accomplished combatant, you know. Combatant. He doesn't take these attacks lying down. Although, it seems that his assailants were armed with guns this time. Oh my goodness, is he alright then? Is Lord Van Seeks hurt? My dear fellow, how on earth would I know? Well, in the article here it says, as to what of Lord Van Seeks and his condition, all be revealed in tomorrow's morning edition. Ah, I see. Well, we shall have to be patient then. No, we can't wait till tomorrow. In that case, you shall have to inquire with somebody. But who? Lord Strongheart, perhaps. Your gloomy mood. Are you investigating a particularly tricky case at the moment, Mr. Sholmes? You could say that, I suppose. Not more to add? That's not like you. What sort of case is... Shh! Quiet, Mr. Naruto. We must not discuss it here. We never know who might be listening. You are acting very strangely, Hurley. What do you mean, Iris? Well, usually, the more mysterious and complicated a case is, the better Hurley's being. Ah. Is it really a case that's bothering you? Iris, please, you mustn't exercise your astute powers of observation and deduction on me without invitation. Remember what I always say. Could Put yourself in the shoes of the individual about whom you're making deductions. You say that, do you, Mr. Sholmes? Never mind. Once I've had a cup of tea, I must make my way at once to the concert. That was a deep sigh. Well, I must be leaving now. Yes, understood. See you later, Mr. Sholmes. Yes, understood. See you later, Mr. Sholmes. Okay, he's gone. Hello! Welcome! Welcome! Ha, you really are a shameless liar sometimes, my dear fellow. Ohayo! What? You seek to put me off my guard and follow me, don't you? Well, you'd be wasting your time. The thought it hadn't crossed my mind, but now I'm wondering where you're going. Well then, see you later, indeed. Listen to him. He's still laughing on his way out of the door. Ooh! That's so cute! Alright then, Bruno, let's get going. Iris, what are you wearing? I've got change to go to the great exhibition. You're going to take... What? But I was just about to go to the Supreme Court. Oh! Well, that sounds fun too! You're going to take me there then. Alright, fine. Just lower that weapon, would you? Of course! And after the Supreme Court, then we'll go to see the great exhibition. Okay, let's move to the Supreme Court. Let's see what he has to say. It's always so grandeur. 22nd October, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. It's been about 6 months now since I was last here, but some things never change. Some things never change. Like the sense of foreboding I always seem to feel in this place. Ooh, that's cute. It doesn't seem to be bothering Iris at all though. She's happily reading over there. Ooh, I love this place. I always find so many interesting books here. Of course, I was forgetting that you've been here before. The time we came here 6 months ago. When Susato-san was given the news that she was to return to Japan. Ah, I understand you wish to speak with me. Oh, Lord Strongheart, I trust you've been keeping well? Let's see. Since you arrived and requested an audience, it's been 4 hours, 32 minutes, 26 seconds. I've kept you waiting for a while. My apologies. Oh, no, not at all. Like, not more than standing around staring into space. 4 hours? Good to know. Good to know that doesn't appear to bother him at all. Male Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of London. He is the man who allowed me to start practicing as a defense lawyer when I arrived in Britain as a student. You need only savor the air for a moment in this grand office to understand his preeminent status. As you'll be aware, the Great Exhibition of London is now underway at last. We are extremely busy as a result, leasing the grounds, guarding the new technologies, dealing with petty crime, and furthermore, as of next month, we shall open the International Forensic Science Symposium. Oh, I've not heard about that. Investigating authorities from 40 countries around the globe will be taking part, including from your own land. Forensic science is the future. The world must embrace it. As we're the hosting nation, I have much to do, and it is my highest priority. If others must wait for my attention as a result, so be it. Well, it's nice to know where I stand. So, you wish to consult with me? Of course, I can very well imagine what this is about. Thank you for agreeing to this meeting, my lord. I want to be allowed to start working as a defense lawyer again in court. That's what brought me here today. But actually, there's something else playing on my mind as it happens. Bruno, just take a deep breath and come out with it. Converse, permission to work. I actually came here today to ask for your permission. Go on. 6 months ago, my right to work in court as a lawyer was revoked, and I was told to spend my time studying. Obviously, I'm very sorry for what happened, but the thing is, it made me understand that what it really means to defend somebody under the rules of a foreign justice system, and I desperately want to have another go. Please permit me to enter the courtroom again. Mr. Naruto? Yes! Here it comes. I'm sure you haven't forgotten your position here, have you? At best, you are a substitute for your compatriot. This was never your intended role. Well, that's true. The Japanese government actually sent my best friend on this study tour, not me. It should have been Kazuo. He was so determined to bring change to our own justice system at home. That was his calling. If that tragic accident hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here in this office now. Mr. Azogi was my best friend, you see. That's why I can't leave it unfinished. I have to fulfill his calling for him. His calling, you see. Has it never occurred to you that perhaps you know nothing of his true calling? Sorry? The mission with which that young law student was charged. What do you suppose it really was? What do you mean? Mission? He's not making any sense. Never mind. I've read all the reports you have submitted over the past 6 months. It's clear to me that you regret your actions and have been studiously obeying your revised instructions. Do you mean... As of this moment, I reinstate your license to practice law here in Great Britain. Thank you so much! That's wonderful news, Bruno! In fact, I believe I have the perfect case to mark your comeback. A curious affair. You consider it, I hope. Of course, please tell me more. A curious affair. You described it as a curious affair? Yes, that's right. I believe it was reported in the press. Are you aware that there was a serious accident at the Great Exhibition yesterday? Oh, no. Yes, I read about it. A professor from Germany tried to carry out a crazy experiment. Let me see. How was it described? Super high voltage instantaneous kinesis, I think? Instantaneous kinesis? As in moving things with a click of the fingers? That's right. It's just what my herbal blend see. A dash of devil in there. Whatever this serious accident was exactly is clearly captured Iris's imagination. It's an unfortunate business. A large explosion engulfed the public experimentation stage and a man lost his life. A certain Mr. Oldie Asma, an investor and a well-known figure in society. A large explosion? A man died? The man responsible for the experiment was Professor Albert Headline. He was detained immediately after the incident and is due to appear in court tomorrow. On the charge of murder. What? Murder? If you intend to take on his defense, you should hurry to meet with him at the prison. There is very little time left for you to carry out any kind of investigation. The great exhibition, a scientific experiment gone wrong, and murder? I feel out of my depth before I've even started still. We should go to the prison straight away then and try to meet with this German professor. Don't you think? Definitely. Yes. One more thing about the case. There's a connection with our mutual acquaintance, the Reaper. Oh! With Lord Francis? How? What? Forensic Science Symposium. All sorts of conferences have been taking place around the world to coincide with the Great Exhibition. And next month, the largest and most important of them all will take place in Paris. An International Forensic Science Symposium. It does seem as though criminal investigation needs to embrace scientific methods, doesn't it? Exactly! Ah! London, the global epicenter of culture, science, and wealth, now has a population exceeding 6 million. Sadly, crime in the capital is growing at a similarly startling rate. So it's imperative that we use the latest scientific methods to investigate and resolve cases as efficiently as possible. Which is what's known as forensic science, isn't it? Exactly, the future of policing. Ah! Regrettably, however, Britain is currently dragging its feet when it comes to adoption of forensic methods. Oh dear, that's alarming. Exactly, it's extremely alarming. Ah! And all the birds that flew. If I were Her Majesty's Attorney General, you can be sure, the numbers of crimes committed and resolved in London would be very different to the current figures. And I can cite 12 solid arguments and 223 individual reasons to support my claim. Sorry? By the way, an apology for keeping you waiting earlier. I shall detail everyone. What? Oh, how fascinating! It all began 15 years ago. I was... Oh my god, I'll fall asleep! And that more or less sums up my feelings on the matter, in the simplest of terms, of course. Essentially, to formally establish a forensic investigation division within Scotland Yard. That is my mission. Oh, right, yes, that's wonderful. Exactly, wonderful is precisely what it will be. Iris isn't paying attention at all. She's got her nose in another book now. Oh, is it over? Did you learn anything useful? I actually drifted off for the most part. He's surprisingly ardent about forensic science. Oh, that reminds me. Have you seen this? The reports of the overwhelming success of the Great Exhibition? Of course. No, not that. The story on the back page. What story? The Reaper attacked. Ah, that. You have enjoyed some victories in court against my #1 prosecutor, have you not? Poor Mr. Reaper. What happened to him? He wasn't killed, was he? There is no need for concern. Lord Francis would not be so easily dispatched, I assure you. Can you tell us what's happened? Can you tell us what happened? I'd really love to know. Very well. If it interests you, it does, strangely. Van Sieks's condition. Unfortunately, Lord Van Seeks emerged from the attack unscathed. Street ruffians are no match for that man. He is a very capable fighter. But that's incredible. They were armed with guns. Why was he attacked though? Do we know? It's related to events that occurred a month ago. The leader of one of the capital's criminal organizations was indicted and prosecuted by Van Seeks. But the man was acquitted. I have no doubt large sums of money were involved behind the scenes. Large sums of money? A deplorable situation. Members of the jury were bribed, it seems. However, despite winning his freedom, the man in question met a dramatic end yesterday. But you're not suggesting that was the work of the Reaper, surely? The victim's henchman certainly seemed to think so. It was a man by the name of Asman, Mr. Odie Asman. Did you say Asman? That's the man who died in the big explosion at the Great Exhibition. Yes, known publicly as an investor, but in reality, he the head of a significant criminal organization. Could I ask you something, Luxia? Try me. Why do you use Lord Van Seeks as a prosecutor? All the criminals who manage to get off in court then meet with mysterious ends outside the courtroom. And fearful of that fate, they seek to strike at Lord Van Seeks first. I know there's no evidence that he actually is a Reaper in that sense, but still. Something's clearly going on here. Van Seeks worked for the prosecution service for two reasons. Firstly, the man is the best prosecutor in the capital, bar none. And secondly, any deaths of criminals that have occurred outside the courtroom following his trials have nothing to do with it. But that doesn't make sense. How can you explain the way so many have died if not by someone's hand? Van Seeks may have earned himself the moniker of the Reaper, but he's no killer. So he will continue to prosecute on behalf of the crown. Unless he wishes otherwise, of course. Well, I must be leaving for my next engagement. I'm already 11 hours and 16 minutes late. My colleagues may be starting to fidget. 11 hours late? That's quite something. That meeting had already started when I arrived back here at this engagement with you. So lateness was inevitable. Time stops for no man. I'm sure it stopped for me during those 12 solid arguments and 223 reasons. Oh yes! Where would I find Lord Van Seeks now? I would assume he's at his office. Right, I'll go and ask him about the attacking person. I want to get this straight from the horse's mouth. Right. Away with you now. I'm leaving, Professor. Hairbrains. Defense entirely in your hands. Of course, yes. Thank you very much, my lord. Okay. I want to go to the prosecutor office. I want to see his office. I want to see him. He's so handsome. Oh my god. Oh my god, is that his portrait? 22nd October, prosecutor's office. Ooh, so this is a legendary Reaper's office? Yes, it appears so. It sends a chill down your spine, doesn't it? What an amazingly deadly atmosphere. Oh, is that? What the heck? That hooded figure was so still, I hadn't noticed his or her presence. I wonder who it is. What are you doing? Ah! Oh, he's so fine. Ah, he's so handsome. He's not as unwelcoming as I thought he would. Actually, maybe even more so. Oh, I'm glad to see you're well. I am. End of conversation. So, who's the person over by the wall being punished for something or other? No punishment is taking place here. Oh. That's my apprentice, and he's sitting there of his own free will. I didn't know you had an apprentice. It must be the same person who was pictured in the newspaper. He has a mole. He is very able in combat, a requisite skill for anyone under my tutelage. Are you referring to the attack on the Reaper that was reported in the papers? The Reaper? I'd be interested to know the Reaper's true identity myself. Assuming, that is, such a fatal feat generally inhibits our great orders. He's so funny. Last night's attack. Lord Strongheart said that the assault last night was some sort of revenge attack. True. Carried out by henchmen of O.D. Asmon's criminal organization. The investigation meant their arrests were imminent. Presumably some hope to kill me for the happening. O.D. Asmon. He's always masqueraded as one of London's most powerful financiers, a global investor. But his enormous wealth came to imply underhand means via his criminal activities. And he used that money to buy himself a verdict of not guilty when he found himself in court being prosecuted by you, Mr. Reaper. But the man got his comeuppance at the end. Yesterday, in fact, in extraordinary circumstances, it was the most unusual cause of death. I know about that. It was super high voltage, instantaneous kinesis gone wrong. Mr. Asmon died when the demonstration on a public experimentation stage ended in an enormous explosion. Correct. And you think I have some kind of divine ability to cause an accident like that to happen, do you? Well, no, that does seem a little far-fetched. If this man really is the fabled Reaper, then he has to be innocent of this particular death, at least. It's strange how this is worked out, isn't it? I mean, what with you taking on the professor's defense for the trial tomorrow? What? You're going to be defending him? Oh, yes, that's right. Though I barely know the man's name yet, to be honest. Albert Hairbrain. That's right. Do you know him by any chance? Of course. He's a contemporary of mine. We were at university together. You're... What? You're contemporary. I'd understood that Professor Hairbrain was from Germany, though. Hairbrain's from a respectable British family. After graduating from the University of London, he moved to Germany to carry out research, that's all. So you were students together. I was in the faculty of law, of course, and he's in healing science, so our paths rarely crossed. But curiously, we got along, though I've not met him since my university days. I certainly didn't expect our next encounter to take this form. And with you, of all people, representing him. Only if I make it out of his office alive. He's actually been charged with murder, it seems. Yes, I know. Because the prosecution will be handled by me. By you? But you made it sound as if you and the professor had been friends. We're friends, it's true. Then why would you do this? If the Reaper is a prosecutor, there's nothing anyone can do to save him. He's doomed. I mean, you're talking in his face. What's Lord Van Seek's thinking? The Reaper's identity. What What do you mean by what you said before? If you'd like to know the Reaper's true identity, does that mean... I'm a crown prosecutor and a mortal like any other. I'm no dead god. But they've all died, haven't they? The people you prosecuted, haven't they? Whether or not the trial ended in a conviction or an acquittal. Those I prosecute are the wildest wretches of our society. People who without question deserve to be found guilty. The world is a better place without them. But that's not true, Mr. Natsume, for example. He wasn't a vile wretch at all. No, it was Jenny. In fact, she's never so hardworking now. She's ever so hardworking. Yeah, where's she? In prison. I can't deny that since I encountered you, things have taken a turn, but the point is this. If any of those vile wretches that escaped justice subsequently died in mysterious circumstances, it was at the hand of mankind. It's not my fault. Lord Strongheart said the same. He believes you are not involved in it. But you were attacked by those ruffians because they believe it's true. The fact is, since people started to call me the Reaper of the Bailey, the number of serious crimes in the capital has dropped substantially. Oh, I see. It would appear that even the most hardened criminals can be made fearful for their lives. Do you mean to say... I mean to say that if my pseudonym serves a useful purpose, I adopt it gladly and with honor. Oh, why is a prosecutor always so honorable and handsome? Oh my god. I still love my baby Naruhodo though. I mean, I'm always on the side. I'm always on his side. But the prosecutor has always been the cool one. I hate them. That means I love them. I love them so much. Oh my god. But it's putting you in danger. You could be killed. Oh, he's so cool. If that is my fate, let God decide. Lord Fancies. Oh no. Lord Fancies, about the article in this paper. Yes, it seems there was a reporter nearby when that little skirmish took place. I had no idea it'd been photographed. It was careless of me. That was a good photograph though. It looks as though it was taken after the people who attacked you and you had run away though. Rest assured, the police have already apprehended every last one of them. But there's someone else fighting alongside you, it seems. And I think it's the same man who's sitting over there as we speak, isn't it? As I mentioned already, he's my apprentice. Perhaps you could tell us a little more about him? Please, I want to know. He's in my tutelage to become a prosecutor. Oh, like tutor? Okay. So you could say he's my apprentice, I suppose. Okay. Like you are too early then. I don't remember taking an apprenticeship with a great detective. He's currently compiling a report about last night's attack. It looks like he's wearing some kind of mask. On Lord Strongheart's orders. Nobody knows a man's face, nor indeed his identity. But why would you agree to take on such a clearly suspicious individual? Lost Strongheart's orders again.